if I go back, I mean, I prosecute a lot of important cases and everything, but if the question was what was the most important thing that happened, lasting thing that happened while you were DA, the two things that I would point to were, number one, a salary structure that was competitive with the other states for prosecutors, I mean the other cities in Texas for prosecutors, and number two, although not number two in terms of its long-term significance, the creation of a lasting family violence program. We created a special unit, did nothing but prosecute those cases. We brought social workers into the DA's office for the first time. It was incredible. It worked. You know what was so neat? So much of what we were doing during that period was first impression stuff. And you're flying by the seat of your pants. You know, there are some things that you could go and read about and know that there were things that had been tried in other places, but so much of it was stuff that had never been tried anywhere else, and you're just using your own judgment, best judgment. And when I say, I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about a group these people that I had in my office that were working on this problem, they were making the decisions. I mean, what they would do is they would then come to me and we would talk it through for sometimes an hour, sometimes a month. And I would get to the point where I knew as much about it as they did, and then I would make the decision. But it's not like I was coming up with these ideas, that's my point. But I mean, it's just incredible to be the first person to write on the blackboard, and then to be able to stand back and watch it work, and not just watch it work during the 4 years that I was in office, but that unit has now existed for 27 years. It's different now. There have been DAs with different priorities, but it's still essentially the same. And the most important thing is that the role of the advocate is even more important today than it was then. The key to the unit is not the lawyers who are actually prosecuting the cases. The key to the unit was bringing in a type of professional who had never been in a DA's office before, and that was the advocate, as I referred to him at the time, the social worker.